and my most flattering. Okay, today's upload is going to be Breaking Bad, Season 4, Episode 5, titled Shotgun, which is, they could have did a better job with the title, like maybe, I don't know. Just leave it like that, because I'm not good at that. So this episode, you're going to see Pinkman, I forget the guy's name, man. Excuse me, I'm still quite tired. I gotta sneeze. I gotta sneeze. I gotta sneeze. Hold up. Oh my god. God bless me. Ooh. Can't be sneezing at times like now. Thankfully, I'm on my break. But anyway, so you're gonna see Pinkman. I guess he's just an employee of Gustavo, which is the big boss. I remember his name now. I went to school with somebody named Gustavo, so I'm going to remember that name. Mr. White, Mrs. White, the in-laws. Junior has a couple of Junior has a couple of what was it? Junior has a couple of lines. I'm like drawing a blank. I'm not exhausted, but I'm tired now. I was exhausted yesterday, and now I'm tired. I don't know. Work is still chugging along here. I'm looking at this. I'm looking down the street in my mirror to see if this store's open yet. I shouldn't be telling everything, but anyway, what was I gonna say? Yeah, so there's so much. I guess there's so much like ping. God, I can't even speak. There's so much like ping pong type action going on in this episode. So you have a lot of uncertainty as well, because you don't know what's going to go. Pinkman's basically absent for most of the episode. He's absent from where he should be, not absent from the episode. So you're thinking, okay, what's going to happen to Pinkman? And then you got White he's fading in and out, and he's getting to the point where he wants to, close to the end of the episode, he gets to the point where he really wants to brag on himself, because he still has to deal with his assistant that he was given, that was murdered by Pinkman. That guy, he still has to deal with him, because Hank is like, even though Hank isn't active duty, he's still being getting information on that case by the local police department. So Mr. White still has to hear the guy's name and hear about the situation, but he gets to a point where he feels like he starts wanting to get a little bit of braggadocious, I guess is the right word. Like, nah, this guy's no genius. I'm the genius. It's me. And they actually failed to make that scene as powerful as it could have been, because Mrs. White and Mr. White are the only ones that know that he's actually the mastermind behind that. I mean, they haven't spelled it out clearly that she knows everything, but she knows that he's the one cooking. He's the biggest guy cooking meth out there, and they didn't do a great job of building tension behind that. They put some music behind it in order to build tension, but come on. And they also put some music behind, I'm jumping around, they also put some music behind when Pinkman turns out to be a hero, and but come to find out, at the end of the episode, Gustavo's a genius too. So you're dealing with two geniuses, but you're dealing with somebody who has more experience than the other. Like, experience is the best teacher in life. No matter what you say, you can have two people who are pretty close as far as intelligence goes, but the person who's been through it is gonna prevail 9 times out of 10, most likely, over the person who hasn't experienced it. I mean, of course, I haven't seen every scenario in my life. I haven't been through every scenario, but as of right now, that's the way I feel. Now, where was I? I was talking about Pinkman being absent, but he was really running with guess the employee of Gustavo, but I guess he has the title kind of like a scary hitman type guy. And another thing that I got a kick out of, so if Pinkman's not in the lab with Mr. White's doing the whole job by himself, but it doesn't make any sense that he would be struggling to do it, because there was a period of time where he did do it by himself. So he's trying to throw his weight around and trying to throw his weight around with these people. I just don't understand. He's so smart, he's stupid. It's like he doesn't understand, with him trying to throw his weight around and be tough. These guys are really, for lack of a better term, they're about that life. Like, I don't see, he's playing with fire, you know what I mean? But he's continually trying to push back. He's got that little revolver in his pocket, and he's like, I'm Heisenberg. Like, man, you're gonna get your head split wide open. I'm waiting to see that, because a lot of the stuff he's done, I would consider to be crossing the line, but apparently not, because Gustavo hasn't really done anything to put him in place or anything. He's just rolling with it. But I think overall, I don't know. I can't put my finger on that. That's a true wild card. The Gustavo character, that's a true wild card, which makes me want to not only finish this series faster, but go back and finish watching Better Call Saul, because I want to see if they go more into depth with that character on that show, which was a spinoff. I don't know. But by Mr. White becoming braggadocious, if I'm using that word correctly, he causes Hank, the brother-in-law, who basically had given up on the case. Hey, he's kind of like stabling out. He's found level ground. He's kind of being quite a bit more tolerable and nice to his wife. He's decided I'm not dealing with this case no more. I'm done. And with Mr. White saying he's not, basically shooting down this Hank's theory that, okay, I found Heisenberg, it's good. He has closure on that situation. I think he was headed towards closure, if not already had it. But with Mr. White's comments, he decided to dive back into it. And now Hank's getting closer and closer to Gustavo, I feel like. Well, he's sniffing around. He's getting warm. Like, oh man, if only Mr. White could have kept his mouth shut, and he only had a couple of glasses of wine, if that. Tore up. Oh man, what a lightweight. But yeah, I was confused. Well, I won't say confused. I didn't know where it was going, because Pinkman's riding around with Gustavo's employee. And, he thinks like, well, he doesn't really care at first, and then he starts to care. Like, shit, he might take me out to the desert, shoot me in the fucking head, and throw me in a fucking hole. You know what I mean? And he gets out with a shovel. It's like, most definitely he's gonna do that. Oh, fuck that. You know what I mean? I'm gonna protect myself. So he has his keys in his fingers like this. Women's self-defense. I'm laughing because I can't tell you how many videos I've watched on YouTube, even of people trying to recreate that scenario and see if that stuff actually works. You basically what they were getting at is you gotta walk around with your keys in your finger like that at all times, because if somebody just jumps on you and tries to attack you, you're gonna be trying to fumble around for the keys and you're not gonna be able to get them. I don't know. I just thought that was funny. And I forgot to mention the part that I got the biggest kick out of. So Mr. White's basically thrown a hissy fit and decided, I'm not going to work anymore until I get some help back, this is Pinkman, but Pinkman's busy. So an intimidating character comes down there. It doesn't say, he looks intimidating, and he starts moving equipment, and he goes, "What do you want this?" In this really soft voice. And I'm like, what? That dude ain't going to do nothing, man. But another thing I learned, you can't judge a book by its cover. He can still be dangerous and just have a soft voice. But I wasn't expecting that character to have that type of voice. I just thought it was funny. I just thought that was funny. I don't know, but it was a decent episode. Decent episode.